And we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. And welcome to an unboxing video of Earth, a game that I'm very excited about. And I know a lot of other people are very excited about it as well. I'm hoping Connor from Inside Up Games or somebody else from Inside Up Games is in the chat. Because people keep asking me when are they going to get their copies of it. And I don't actually know. The reason why I have my copy early is that I'm going to be creating the official how to play video for the game, which means I need a copy as early as possible for me to start working on it so I can get the video out as soon as possible. Now, it's still going to take me a couple of weeks to create, but I'm hoping to make a start on it next week. But that's why I've got an early copy. But as for when backers are getting their copies, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I hope soon, but we will see. So this is a game. And the first question I have is, this looks like a photo. I don't know whether this is a photo or it's actually artwork. If it's artwork, it looks very, very good. So yeah, I don't know. If anybody in the anybody in the chat knows whether this is a photo or it's artwork, let me know. Right. So let's have a look. Let's just have a look in the box, because that's what this video is. This is an unboxing video. This is a game that was funded through Kickstarter. Inside Up Games use Kickstarter, and we're going to have a look. Okay, so the latest Kickstarter update has some information for containers heading to North America. Right, excellent. So yeah, check out the latest Kickstarter update. So we have Inside Up Games do this. These are all of the backers who supported us on day one. So nice little touch. If you can read that, your name might be there. We also have this little promo pack, Kickstarter Extras. I'm just going to take that to one side for now. And the first thing is the rulebook. So I better had to do the video because there's a link to it here. So yeah, so this is the rulebook. We'll put that to one side and we'll have a look through. There's a bit of shine coming from all of the lighting. But let's have a look what we've got. So we have, this isn't paper. This is card, thin card. But we have an achievement sheet. So various things that you can accomplish at various times when you're playing the game. You can write in your little achievements there. So a nice little touch on that one. We've got some boards. And I haven't unboxed this yet. So this is literally, I'm seeing it as you're seeing it. So we've got these three. I think these might be player boards. I've only got 3 of them. Why have I only got 3 of them? Ah, here we go. 5 of them. Oh, they're the double-sided. That. Okay, that might be for the solo mode. I'm guessing that's for the solo mode. People probably know more about this than me. I have played it once. Or twice. I think I played it twice on Tabletop Simulator during the campaign. So we have a sheet of punch board. Let's start punching these out. Okay, it's not popping out like completely all the way through. So you just need to be a little bit careful. There is a little nodule, whatever they're called, nub. I think they're called nubs. But yeah, just do that and they're punching out absolutely fine. Now we've got some leaves. They're punching out okay. And we got some tiny little square pieces. They seem to be punching out okay as well. And then we got a cute little fox. There you go. Right. So I'm not going to punch out all of them, but that's that. And now these components, I know there was a lot of talk about these components and these components during the Kickstarter. So we'll have a look at those and then we'll get to the cards. We've got the insert as well. And I believe underneath the insert is a pack of Jaffa cakes for every backer. So have a look underneath your insert and see if you can find a hidden pack of Jaffa cakes. If you don't have one, if you write to jaffacakes@insideupgames.com and I think they'll send you a pack. Right, so let's put the PTZ camera on. And let's have a look at these bits. So what's going to happen in the game is that players, and this is me trying to remember, but you're basically going to be placing these tokens. So you have your cards and you'll place these tokens and they'll stack up on here like so. And then you can put one of your tops on it. So these are in the different player colours and then these will go on the tops like that. Yeah, so depending on which player colour you're playing. And I know that they've done a lot of testing on these to make sure they don't fall over and things like that. But yeah, as I say, I've only ever played it on Tabletop Simulator. So we will see. We'll see how it works with the physical components. But yeah, that's these, and there's a lot of these included because, as I say, you're going to be building up a lot of them on your cards. If you saw the thumbnail image, and I'll just show the thumbnail image again very quickly. If I press the right button, make sure I press the right button. It's this button. Yeah, you can see there in the background, you've got cards and you've got things on them. So that's that. Right, and we got lots of green cubes. Lots and lots of green cubes. Let's move these out of the way for the minute and let's get some of the cards. So we got 4 packs of cards. Now, do they have? Yes, they do. Excellent. Thank you very much for putting that on, because if you don't put that on, I can't get into them, basically. Now, I'm not going to look at every single card, but we are going to zoom in a little bit, and we're just going to have a look at some of the artwork on the cards, which, again, I don't think this is artwork. I think this is photos. But what we're looking at here is we're looking at the graphic design of the cards. And from my memory, when I played this online, the graphic design was extremely clear. And these bits here, this is where you put the bit that stacks up. And there's various tags and things like that. And here is where you put the cubes. They are photos indeed. I thought so. So yeah, you're going to put the cubes on here like so. Now, my plan is, and the reason why I'm doing an unboxing video today, is that I need to learn the game before Sunday, because I'm going to a games day on Sunday, and I'm going to take this with me, and I've already got people lined up who are wanting to play it, and that's all in preparation for me creating the video. So yeah, it's been a couple of months actually since I played it, and I can't remember that much about it. There you go, have a look at a mushroom. So yeah, so this Sunday I'll be tomorrow I'm going to probably be relearning how to play. I might do that as a Patreon only stream, where I just get the game out and try and remember how to play, because there is a solo mode included in this game as well. It's 1 to 5 players, and I've heard the solo mode is pretty good. So I'm probably going to do that tomorrow afternoon. If you're a Patreon supporter of mine, you will have access to that. It will basically be a behind the scenes video of me relearning how to play the game, and that's all in preparation for Sunday, when I'm going to be taking it along to the local club, and I'm going to be working out how to play. Right, what we got here? We've got some double-sided cards here. I can't remember why these cards are double-sided. Are they all double-sided? No, they're not double-sided. Anyway, I can't remember, but we got lots of cute animals. Yeah, so there's a lot of cards included in this game. I have a funny feeling every single card is unique. Is that right? Tim's asking, am I going to stream a solo play? So tomorrow, if I relearn the game tomorrow, that will be a Patreon-only stream, because that'll be a behind-the-scenes. But I expect that at some point in February, I will do a solo playthrough. I need to speak to Connor from Inside Up Games, because one of the things that I've done in the past with other games is I've created the official how to play video for the game, and then to complement that, I have done a solo playthrough video. It all depends, because I'm a believer that if a game comes with a solo mode, that should be included as part of the tutorial and not just skip over it. But it really depends how involved the solo mode is. Let's just have a look. So we have a solo mode, which is 1 page of the rulebook. It's this. So it looks like the solo mode isn't actually that much more complicated. So I'll leave it up to Connor to decide, because he's the boss. But what I'm thinking is that I do a how to play video for the main game, and then either a separate video for the solo mode or a solo playthrough video, as I say, to complement the how to play video. I would like to try the solo mode of it, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. So speaking of the rulebook, because we've got lots and lots of cards here, I'm not going to go through all of the cards, but there's a huge number of cards, and I have a funny feeling that they are all unique. Ecosystem and endgame scoring cards. Right, okay. So yeah, I remember looking through the rulebook when we were learning it, and I think the rulebook was pretty good. I don't think the game is that complicated from what I remember. But again, I'll find out tomorrow when I relearn how to play. But we got a setup. Each player will have their board and an area where you play your cards. So each player is going to be creating their own grid of cards, and the cards will activate in a certain order in that grid. That's from what I remember. You've got 4 main actions to choose from. and you choose any of the 4 action spaces, and then you get to do the bit at the top and everybody else gets to do the bit at the bottom. That mechanism has been used in a lot of other games, but it works really well. Yep, different types of cards, complete anatomy of every bit of information on the card and what it does. And then here's the 4 different actions. So planting, where you place, draw, and you draft cards. As I say, you place them into this. Gaining soil and compost from the draw pile. Now, where's the soil pieces? I think... that's those little circular punch tokens. Yeah. Watering, where you place sprouts and gain soil. So it's all about planting things and growing them, from what I remember. And that's about it. Yeah, and then a bit of a note about the island cards, the climate cards, and various other types of cards. So yeah, it doesn't look that complicated with an example of a turn. So you want me to do a solo how to play video as well? Well, we'll chat about this offline. As I say, I could do a solo how to play video, or I could do a solo tutorial and playthrough video where I, say to people, go and watch the how to play video, then here's how you play the solo game, and then actually play the solo game, because that doubles as a playthrough video as well. Right, let's have a quick look at this extra bag. So this extra bag is the Kickstarter goodies. So I think if you were a backer of the game on Kickstarter, you're going to get some extra goodies. So what we've got is we've got some of these nice little wooden leaves, which will replace these cardboard leaf tokens. We've got some soil tokens, and I remember there being a vote on which particular soil token people wanted to see, and there was a lot of debate over this. So these are the soil tokens. These replace... Try and get my head out of the way. These replace these little counters here. You want to use those. We've got some extra cards included in the game, which look like cards for the different months, and we've got this, which is a big chunky piece. So I'm thinking this might be the first player marker. I think that's a alternative one to that is what I'm thinking of. Right, I think that's about everything. Yeah, I mean, I've given you a quick unboxing. As I say, I'm gonna get this put away. What I'm tempted to do is I am tempted to sleeve all of these cards for Sunday. So that might be tonight's job. Sit down in front of TV and sleeve all of these cards. I won't be using sleeved cards for the how to play video because there's too much reflection. But I want to keep these cards in pristine condition for the how to play video. So I'm probably going to sit down and sleeve these cards tonight. And I don't even know if I've got the right size sleeve. So I need to check that. If anybody on Slack can tell me what size sleeves that I need, I'll see if I've got some. Because I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, I don't think I have these. The soil looks like poop emojis. Yes. Okay, the Kickstarter goodies were free upgrade for backers, but they can be purchased as an extra. So if you are a retail... if you're going to buy this game at retail, you can actually buy these extra Kickstarter goodies while stocks last. Yeah, that's about everything. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, player boards. I think the game takes up quite a bit of space from what I remember, because each player has this player board, and then in addition to this, you've got your own 4x4 grid next to your board. So yeah, so each player is actually going to take up quite a bit of space. I think that's the footprint of the game, is that the player area is quite large, whereas the actual central board, there isn't much space. It's not like a game with a huge central board and then each player has little bits. Is that each player has their own bit, and you've got space to put your own cards on here. But I think this has got a summary of lots of different things in the game. Now, I want to tell you a little story about this game just before we finish the video, and that is that when I played this game, so I know Connor from Inside Up Games. I've got a good relationship with them. And he asked me if I wanted to create a video for this when it was on Kickstarter, which is on the channel now if you're interested. But it was a tabletop simulator playthrough where Connor taught me and a few friends how to play, and we played it. It was after that video that I then asked, please, can I make a how to play video for this game? And I don't normally do that. Normally, how to play videos, publishers ask me to create them. And I don't actively go out and ask publishers, please, can I create a video for your game? For this one, I did, because I just remember playing the game and being very impressed by it. So I'm not giving you a review. I'm not trying to influence you or anything else. I'm just saying, I played it, I really enjoyed it, and I said, I'd really like to make a how to play video for this game. And here we are, probably a year later, and it's going to start happening. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Sunday, because as I say, my one play of the game, I very much enjoyed it. Right, we're all done for now. Just a quick unboxing video. I've got to head out shopping tonight, and then as I say, I'm going to sit down in front of TV, and I'm going to get all of these cards sleeved, if I can. Just a quick shout out, big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Although the how to play video that I'm going to create for the game is sponsored, this video is not sponsored. And all of the advertising revenue from this video goes to charity. So a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for helping fund the channel and make these fun videos possible. If you want to become one of my Patreon supporters, you can do so at patreon.com/gaming rules. We're on a bit of a Patreon drive at the moment. We're trying to get to 900 Patreon supporters, and I have something very special planned, and we're at 899. So yeah, we are actually one Patreon supporter away. Don't support me if you're not able to do so, but if you are able to do so, if you like the content that I create and you want to support the channel, then you can do so. And keep an eye out on the channel for the how to play video. I've got to finish work on the Frostpunk video next week, but other than that, this is my next main priority. Realistically though, it's probably going to be the middle of February. That's my aim for when I have the video ready. So yeah, keep an eye on the channel if you're interested. And there is a QR code on the rulebook, and that QR code will link to a web page. And when I've done with the video, it will appear on the web page. Right, we are all done. As I said, if you're a Patreon supporter of mine, tomorrow afternoon, I am planning to do a Paul relearns how to play the game, and I might actually have a quick run through the solo rules tomorrow. We'll see how we get on, but that's my rough plan for tomorrow afternoon. And then I'll be back on Friday. We've got a couple of playthroughs planned for Friday. So Friday afternoon, we're going to be playing Revive. And Friday evening, we're going to be playing Oros. So yeah, that's happening tomorrow. That's happening on Friday. Both of those videos will be public if you're interested in either of those. Thanks very much. See you all later on. Take care. Support the channel, subscribe, like, all of that sort of stuff. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.